Prabhudesai, who heads the sales function at Actis. Sachin has over 20 years of experience in audiovisual industry and has implemented more than 500 projects in this period of time. Hi Sachin, how are you today?
Hi, very good.
I would like to ask you some questions on video conferencing. How is it possible to improve audio-video clarity in video conferencing without just replacing the VC system?
People always buy the best of the hardware. So when it comes to video conferencing, people do buy high definition codecs. They buy the best of the hardware. But what they typically forget is, the way these rooms are built. There's a specific way of building these rooms. There are some international standards to be followed. There's a group to be fixed for video rooms. There has to be a right kind of lighting arrangement, right kind of lighting color temperature for these rooms. You need to have good acoustics in place, right kind of colors for your tables, the walls. So I think along with the hardware, these things are equally important, and people need to look at all of these aspects while building the rooms.
By how much % can these optimization be expected to typically improve clarity?
Well, if you buy the right hardware, I would say 50% of the job is done. But the balance 40 to 50%, I would say these aspects people need to look at very closely. So if you're building a room, you need to restrict the audience size to maybe 15 or 20, because otherwise it becomes too big for the VC room. You need to have the right kind of lighting fixtures, right kind of color temperature. There's a minimum 400 lux of lighting requirement for any VC room. So the acoustics, as I mentioned earlier. So I would say about 40 to 50% these aspects are very important, and we need to look at while building new VC rooms.
In your experience with different type of installation that you have seen, what percentage of clients get these things right in their conference rooms?
Well, I've seen now I'm seeing a lot of difference when it comes to building the right kind of rooms. But earlier people used to buy the hardware and that's it. So I would say it used to be a blunder, because you buy the best of the hardware. But if you don't build the rooms the way it should be, obviously it will go for a toss. So I would say there is still scope for improvement. About 60% people are getting it right today. But the balance 35-40% people still have to work on the way they build their rooms.
Approximately what kind of investment of time and cost is needed to bring about these changes in the typical video conference room?
Well, once an organization decides to buy a video conferencing system, it may or may not be available off the shelf. So there's a standard procurement time. It could be anywhere between 3 to 5 weeks, and that kind of time is ideally enough to realign your rooms, or realign the acoustics in the room, paint the walls, make it ready for the video conferencing. So along with high definition resolution, the right kind of displays, if you look at all these aspects, I would say you are not spending any extra time. Okay, there could be a cost, but that would be some percentage of the hardware cost. So it could be about 15 to 20%.
Thank you Sachin for your time and inputs on video conferencing.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.